The next review is in the Profumo di Firenze 1954 line. This one is Cinquantaquattro, or 54 in Italian. It was released in 2010. The nose behind it is Enzo Gallardi, and I would classify it as a woody floral musk. It starts out sparkling, sweet, a little bit bracing, and just a touch of green. And that initial explosion comes from Amalfi lemon, a little bit of tangerine juice. I would say if you took a tangerine and you just gave it a little squirt, you get that sweet orange smell, and a little bit of bergamot. The bracing part of this comes from petit grain. It's smooth and green and a little sharp, so it's a very well balanced, sparkling, sweet opening. It's very good. You begin to notice that it has a fluidity to it, and that comes from a tea note that runs through it. That tea note also has a delicate, wet, dewy, yellow rose note. And in my opinion, that yellow rose note really makes this fragrance. It fills it out. It doesn't make it one-dimensional or even two-dimensional. It makes it a three-dimensional fragrance. It's not a feminine rose note. It just adds a nice floral nuance to it. I would consider this to be a unisex fragrance. I think a woman or a man could wear it very easily. I don't find it leans one way or the other. And the tea base in this reminds me of Eau de Vert from Bvlgari. And if you're familiar with that green bottled fragrance, the tea note's very similar. But this one runs a little different. I would say the most resemblance to another fragrance I get out of this is from Dior Homme Cologne 2013. That's a wearable, wispy, musky, floral fragrance. And in my opinion, this one does have that tea note from Eau de Vert, but it has the perfectly universal wearability of Dior Homme Cologne, and that's a favorite grab of mine in the summer. So when the weather warms up, this is a perfect fragrance for just grabbing. If you don't know what to wear, just grab this, and it goes perfect with just about anything in the warm weather. Performance it's okay. It is an EDP concentration fragrance. It lasts me about 6 hours, which is pretty good for a fresh citrus kind of fragrance. So I was talking about Eau de Vert and I was talking about Dior Homme Cologne 2013, and both of those are EDT concentration fragrances. This is an EDP. The transitions between the top, the mid, and the base are much slower, and the fragrance has a tendency to stick around much longer. It does bloom very well when the heat of your body begins to ramp up, so you can definitely count on it sticking around in the warm weather. Highly recommended at the price it's going for. I see this bottle around for about $40 on some discounters. I think it's well worth that money. It's a summer staple for me. I have a backup bottle. I think you could definitely do a lot worse than spending $40 so dollars on this. If you find it for less, it's an absolute steal. Great bottle. Very heavy in glass. Very similar to Gucci Pour Homme 2. It's a real wood stained cap. And the Profumo di Firenze 1954 and the corner pieces of the glass are laser etched. So it's a very nice touch. Very Italian. It was a Barney's exclusive and now it's discontinued, so if you find my notes on this fragrance to be appealing, I recommend picking it up. Thanks for watching and see you next time.